Can we talk about something else real fast? Just another thing, right? As a man, right? I don't think niggas. I don't think we. And the thing just as a man, period. We don't. You don't realize that as a man, when you commit to a woman, right? And like I'm sweating. Um, when you commit to a woman, right? You're supposed to commit to giving her everything that you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to teach her whatever she don't know. Let's say she don't know how to spell, she don't know how to read, whatever. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You feel me? As her man, you're supposed to make sure you provide, right? But as also with providing comes, teaching, the teaching aspect. How to, let's say you know how to change oil, you know how to change the tire. You should be teaching your wife and your daughter these things because as we all know as men, right, we gonna die first. Now, if you really find the love of your life, you already know that it not, I think it's about 10 times out of 10. The man always dies first, you know what I'm saying? The man dies first and then the woman dies, 10, 15 years later, because the man was a workaholic. He's supposed to work all day, come home and eat, go to sleep, he got every diabetes, high blood pressure, because he eat good at home, but he work hard, so you gonna let him do what he want, but he died pretty early, right? But he's supposed to teach you everything he possibly can, and that's what I did to my old lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking on her to say anything bad. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I love her to death, but I taught her everything that well, I'm teaching her everything. We've been together for about 9 years, so I teach her everything I possibly can, including like I do electrical, you know what I'm saying? So when I go in the house and I just put a fan up in the house. I'm like, what, come here, babe. Check this out. Look at this. When I put a new switch up, you know what I'm saying, for the lights, come here, babe. It's real simple. You can do this. You know, uh, from for anything, even when it comes down to, like driving a car, you know what I'm saying? Like, babe, you gotta slow down. You can't be driving like that. Pay attention to the road. Get off your phone. You know what I mean? I try to teach her everything that I can, everything that I can, because when I'm not here, what are you gonna do? That's the thing. As the man, you have to realize one day you're not gonna be there, and they are supposed to depend on you. So if you teach them everything that you're supposed to, right, then they no longer have to depend on you. Guess what? You've taught them everything you know, so now they can depend on themselves to do those things, change the tires, read, teach their kids. It'll come naturally after that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, as men, I feel like as a man, you're a man, I'm a man, right? But teach your woman how to be, not a man, that's like she thinks she me. Only my wife thinks she thinks she me. You know what I'm saying? She thinks she me for real, but nah, she ain't me. But as a man, try to teach them what they need to know because one day you gonna go and you need to know that she gonna be safe and she still can handle business.